parents when the class size max, because I don't want to overburden my teachers. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Can't have but so many. I'm looking at 20, 25, right? I don't want to go 30 like public school. You feel me? And I know once we max, that's when it's gonna hurt.
Right.
Dr. Umar, they trying to put him on. I can't. You feel me? And then that's when I got to tell them, you see that school across the street, the Frederick Douglass building? We need money to get it right. Once we get that up, you feel me? That's what I got to tell them.
Move to the next one.
That's going to be the hardest part of the job.
Right. Do you ever look at it?
So he's talking about class sizes just now, and how that translates into essentially needing more money. That's what the point.
And say, because your heart is in the right place, your mission is in the right place.
Oh yeah.
Do you ever feel like you under-engineered this?
What you mean?
You just didn't think it out.
Because you ain't think it all the way through. What you mean?
All the way through. With some of the, well, you do have certain things that's taking place, like the note on the door or little things.
That.
Well,
I don't control getting debanked. I don't control them not returning my calls and emails, deliberately ignoring me. I don't control that.
Well, there's also a side of it to where if they are ignoring you and you know that conversation has been had, that you take the initiative to know, I have buildings over there. Y'all reached out at some point, and now y'all are ignoring me. Of course, you shouldn't have to. They should reach out to you.
They still ignore it.
What?
Yeah. What? I'm hoping we over that now.
Yeah.
But it's at a point now, because they made it kind of clear that they don't want me there with their behavior. It's at a point where, and I hope it don't go there, where I'm going to have to call all my supporters from around the world. I was going to ask you that. And march on the city. I hope it don't go there. But if they don't stop, I'm going to have to go there. I haven't met with the mayor yet, though, so maybe I need to go there first if this keeps up. I need to talk to him personally, because if he don't intervene, then we go to the streets.
I don't know if you guys remember, but when Dr. Umar got that note on his door, it didn't just come out of nowhere. There was a series of processes that he missed. And him being so quickly to say, I don't control that, is precisely how this was under-engineered, to use their words.
I can at least tell the media I went to the top guy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I've only communicated.
They didn't just put you out for no reason. You missed a bunch of stuff.
With the mayor's
allegedly
the staff, and he was no help at all. You know what I mean? He didn't give me no answer as to why I was being ignored, any of that. So he was
That's crazy,
right? And he's black.
Yeah.
Right? And then the person under him lied and communicated with one of the struggle streamers and said that the city has been in
shout out to struggle streamers
constant contact with me. That was a complete lie. And I got with the chief of staff. I said, you need to talk to him. Not only is he talking to haters on YouTube, which I don't think is professional.
Yeah.
He putting out misinformation. If it's one thing that they do that I don't like, aside from trying to sell the school, like if you say, what's the on? They share too much of our information with people who ain't got no business knowing. You feel me? And that's something I'm gonna have to look into with an attorney too as well, because I was told they're not supposed to do that. Like people should not be able to call a city and just get any information about you and your school that they want.
But that's called public information. Sure they can, especially about real estate deals. In a school that's not actually a school yet until it's kids in there and teachers and it's running. You can call anything a school until it's a school. That doesn't make it a school.
You feel me? It's very, when they know you're the only one who interfaces with the city. Y'all know that. So why are you just talking to random people? I know some of that is hate.
Yeah.
Right? But legally, I got to look into that, because they are too free with my information.
Right. I got a couple different questions. With you going through that with the city, do you really feel in your heart that you can mobilize black people in that way to march on the city? And I don't mean a couple hundred.
Y'all gonna march for Dr. Umar? Yeah.
I mean, like.
I think so. There's no way to know except to do it. But I think we can, especially if they know the school done, which it is, and they playing around with this permit, because this next thing is really going to decide, you feel me? Are they going to give us are they going to play a million games? I mean, I'm going to work with them a little bit, but once I get to the point where I'm like, you know what? They don't intend to give us the permit. They just dog walk us the whole time. I'll probably consult with an attorney first. Definitely got to meet with the lawyer, the mayor. And then after that, we probably got to get a permit to march on the city, get the media involved, and go, and then we might got to sue them.
Yeah.
Because we've definitely been discriminated against. So
already.
Yeah. What they did with trying to sell the school, that was low. So we've been discriminated against already. So it may be trying to.
If they would have sold the school behind your back, say you were in Africa, and of course we're in hypothetical land. If they would have sucked all the air out of you.
Nah.
Still got fired.
No, because then you can start from scratch with raising money. In fact, he would probably have loved that.
Burning. They took the school. I'm still.
When they sabotaged Marcus Garvey's Black Star Line Steamship Corporation, which was incorporated in Delaware, he started the Black Cross Navigation. You got to keep going.
Damn.
You can't put a price or a timeline on people's hope. You follow what I'm saying?
That's what he's counting on. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not going to stand here and pretend I know every bit of Dr. My bad, Dr. Umar's financials and what's happening with the school. But from my understanding, this thing has been going on for over 10 years and trying to get this thing up and running. For him to say just last year is when a note was on the door and they were, asking him to come up with a certain amount of funds in order to prevent the school from being sold. Things like that don't sneak up on you. I suspect things like that don't just sneak up on you. And my personal experience with anything when it has to do with the states or taxes or bills or things owed, they don't just start out like that. Does he really think the power structure in Delaware is sitting around trying to hate on him and prevent him from starting a black school? He's preying on that ooh. He's strumming that Negro note. And he knows that statement he made just now lets you know you can't put a time or a dollar amount on that Negro. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lord. On oppression. On that oppressed feeling. Let's hear it again.
You can't put a price or a timeline on people's hope.
Hope. That's that shit Obama sold y'all.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
You can't put a price and timeline on it. When the white people was attacking
You can put a price and timeline on bills, though. That's all I'm saying.
Garvey, black woman stood up and she said, "Why are you worried about our money? We giving this money to Marcus Garvey to build it. It ain't yours."
Right.
They say he ain't getting nothing from the government. Mind your business. If we want to give Garvey the money and he failed, then we decide if it's an issue.
Yes.
Y'all don't care about us. Why y'all worrying about if it's an issue or not?
Right.
Same thing I say to my haters.
Yeah, it's like, and again, I'm glad I pointed that out so they can, because they stand on the fact that on October the 20-something, 2024, Dr. Umar said that he didn't get up. It's like, bro, the date is wrong, respectfully. Because when you pull it from YouTube videos, bro, there's a level of information in the backdrop that doesn't show on the upload. When it really was shot versus when it was uploaded. You know, there's things happening that they're not accounting for, man. It's like,
I never paid much attention to them. The people who gonna be for you, and the ones who not. If you would have told me 12 years ago when almost 12 years ago when we took our first donation in St. Louis, April 12, 2014, if you would have said, did you think that your own people would sabotage your GoFundMe for the school, sabotage your Cash App for the school, sabotage your bank accounts for the school, slander you, vandalize the school? I had people call the utility company and try to get the utilities turned. You follow what I'm saying? This is why I don't answer the questions, Loon, because the questions are disingenuous. You know why?
That answer was disingenuous. If someone would have told you in 2014 that in 2026 there'd still be no functioning school, I didn't want to go on.
You don't ask the people sabotaging us why they sabotaging us, but you want to ask me why the school ain't open yet. That's disingenuous. Why am I asking Loon why your
Ain't nobody sabotaging this new
podcast ain't up when I know he's sabotaging Loon, he's sabotaging Loon, why don't I go have a conversation with the saboteurs? You see what I'm saying?
yes, yeah.
If there was no sabotage, that's a different conversation.
Right.
But not only did I have to fight the city, I had to fight the YouTubian struggle streamers, fake woke people. I mean, I remember one time we called the gas company. They said, "Somebody, you just called here." I said, "No, I didn't." They was
Niggas
using
called
my
the gas
name, bro.
company?
Oh.
Niggas call
So
it
now I got to
gas.
use passwords because these people, they do anything for a couple struggle streams, man. It's
And that's too much. And that's what I'm saying. To me, that's
And
just
It's black people's fault. That's why it's not going on. It's struggle stream. It's YouTubers and the government has preventing you from opening a school. Number one black power talker in the world. I don't know the exact accolades, but it's the government fault and us struggle streamers. I ain't hating on him. I would like to see him succeed. I just don't see any evidence. That's all I'm saying. It's been a long time to not have any kids. The parents that donated in 2014, their children are adults now. You trying to get them to donate now. Come on now, let's go.
I said earlier, I shouldn't have to fight them. My people should take care of my haters for me. But we've never been there. Look
But
at
that's
Malcolm.
what I'm saying.
Malcolm was fighting and having to evade for his life.
But I think it's a growing concern, man. Not that it won't happen or it's not happening, but I do think, even with the Joe Buttons and people you may have stood next to, like, it's people that start to say certain things where it's like, yeah,
I don't pay it no mind.
So, but what I'm
Because
saying is, I think
if
you
ain't
don't.
done what I done.
But listen, I don't think you resent it. I think you diagnose it. And if it's serious and if it's from our people, I think that at some point, bro, the sabotage shit starts to work. Motherfuckers start to actually buy into it and believe it a little. And when you
But that
don't,
ain't just happening. They've been doing that.
Yeah.
They've been believing.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
they've
Okay.
been believing.
And
the
you've been
Bible.
able to do this in spite of, like
In
yards
spite of.
after the
In spite of.
yeah.
The victory in spite of.
That's
Bro,
hard.
they've done everything they could. They tried to get our festivals canceled.
So I never seen none of it until the last couple of years. It felt like
Nah, this has been ongoing. Remember, they sabotaged the GoFundMe in 2015, bro. The first year of the fundraising, they got the GoFundMe shut down, man. When I tried to get the St.
right.
Paul's
You
College,
talked
they was
about that
calling
on our
St.
first
Paul-
episode.
They was calling down there sabotaging, bro. I think we underestimate how self-hating black people are. This FDMG campaign has really shown me post-traumatic slavery disorder, bro, on another level. And if I'm gonna look at this spiritually, Loon, I can make an argument. Somebody can make an argument that the Almighty kept me from opening this school this long because I needed more education.
Nigga. What, in the ways of black people? You the number one black scholar. If he say the ways of black people, I swear to God, I'm gonna fight.
On who I was dealing with when it comes to dealing with black folks.
This nigga.
Because if that school would have opened in 1 year, I think it'd be closed already. I would have trusted too many people and they would have destroyed me from it. Now I know better.
Yeah, you got intel.
Oh, man.
Right. You need at least 10 to 20 years. At least 10, 20 years before you can trust anybody to be in a school with you.
Yeah. Now, because if you notice, my conversation isn't for the haters. Mine is for the supporter or the would-be donor or the person believing you that might be just a
You
little
got
weird.
to show them now. It's time to show now.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is when we're communicating,
But it has been time to show. It's been 12 years.
I'm being clear to the haters that this ain't for y'all. This is for the people.
They already know that, though.
Well,
I don't even need to tell them that. Because I done said it so much. You know what I mean? They know I don't talk because I don't respond to them. That's what they really hate. You know what they want me to do? They want me to go on a struggle stream. Oh, ask me whatever you want.
Right, type
The
thing.
problem they got.
No, we want you to open a school. We want you to teach some kids. We want you to do what you said you were going to do in 2012. That's what people want you to do.
With me, Luna, is I never made myself accountable to them. They hate it.
Or anybody
Why you
else.
answering this? Because you ain't nobody.
Right.
You ain't nobody.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's
Now,
the
if you do have a supporter, young guy or older person out there,
uh-huh.
and they wanted to follow your blueprint, or they have questions about the next school, can you confidently say it won't take 12 years for the
I
next?
can't because I don't know what the future holds.
He can't say. What are you already 50? Look like he got high blood pressure, gout and stuff. He can't eat. What? He another 12 years?
I don't know what.
But with all the intel and information you got along the way, I would say you should be more efficient in doing this the next time.
Oh, there's mistakes that won't be made because I now know how treacherous.
How can he be more efficient next time when he hasn't? Okay, if you guys don't know, Dr. Umar has reported that the school is able to be inhabited by human beings. Is it an operating school yet with children and teachers? Not yet. But he says it's very close, and we'll accept that on face value and believe that. With that being said, how can he give guidance, how can he give guidance to somebody trying to start a school, or be certain about his future endeavors when it comes to opening these schools across the country or whatever? Because I don't see how he's trying to truly affect the black community when you take 12 years to make one damn school. How can you help people at scale? How can you help, what do you say, the disenfranchisement of young black boys across the United States at scale with one damn school that takes 12 years at a time? Come on, man. That in and of itself, I believe, makes the plan under-engineered, but that's just coming from me. I'm nobody. I'm a YouTuber, a struggle streamer. Shout out to me.
Before this loom, you couldn't have told me somebody would take a check for tens of thousands of dollars to do a job, to open for a school for black kids that's being funded by the community, and they black themselves. You couldn't have told me they could take that check and don't finish the job. Do you feel me? And they can't.
You're saying you couldn't have told me that people rob people? If that's what you're alleging? Like you're doing that? No, I don't know. Allegedly.
To open for a school for black kids that's being funded by the community, and they black themselves. You couldn't have told me they could take that check and don't finish the job. Do you feel me? And they came highly referred. You feel me? These ain't people up. You couldn't have told me that, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, this was times where I had my gun in my hand like, yo, I should go blow his mother effing brains out, man. That's the people's money you just stole. You know what I mean?
You're watching a clip, but this conversation...
I don't know, y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is Dr. Umar being insincere? Has he truly been robbed by the black community, and that's why he's not able to save the black community? Therefore, we need more money from the black community so that he can not get robbed the next time? Does it take 12 years to build a school, an institution, one that would help children across the United States? I don't know. If you like this video and you want to see other dope videos, check out this one about Dr. Umar's alleged, I don't even want to say, about Dr. Umar's cheek clapping. Anyway, next story. Mic check.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
I was good. You sound like the real dude that nobody sees. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Alashundo Maronde Ishe Kolowa. To you, my brothers. To you. Hello, my name is Dr. Umar Thompson, Prince of Pastries. You see, I'm here to speak to you about a problem that affects our community, the snack industry. One snack in particular, the colonizer, Little Debbie. See, wherever you find strife and poverty, who do you find but Little Debbie? The young colonizer has been affecting our family for years. That is why I, Dr. Umar Thompson, have created the Little Devron. You see, Little Debbie, she sells a zebra cake, which is an all-white cake with black stripes of icing, further incentivizing our young black boys to engage interracial activities. Little Debbie's cakes are full of additives, preservatives, artificial colors, and flavorings, but not the Little Devron, an all-fudge brownie, dipped in chocolate, rolled in chocolate sprinkles. That way, it's black in every bite. Each brownie will be baked by little black hands at the school that I'm building, the Sojourner Truth, Frederick Douglass, Felicia Rashad, Danny Glover, Gregory Hines School of Technology. And we have other flavors. We have chocolate cake, chocolate ice cream, and chocolate donuts. We've also got chocolate pretzels. We've got chocolate colored chocolate. We've got a truffle with chocolate. We got chocolate spaghetti. Everything is black here. It comes in a black box with all black icing. So come on down. Put it in the Cash App. Put it in the Cash App. Put it in the Cash App. It's like Pan-Africanism in your mouth. The Little Devron. We must stay focused, brothers. Who's that queen?
Oh, man. Ooh, we're failing as a people.